Hello everyone, and welcome back to some Lords of the Fallen PvP, where I'm just going to be poisoning people with a halberd and chatting about solo invasions. Um, I have very much been enjoying getting invaded, like by this mini Light Reaper in Lords of the Fallen. I think I like how the solo invasion setup works, well, just generally how it works for 1v1s, of that you're constrained to a smaller part of the level, and if you're invading, if you can defeat the host once, you're able to basically put on a timer until the Scarlet Reaper shows up. Granted, it's a pretty long timer, but if you are, it kind of like puts an end to things where like in Elden Ring and some of the others, like sure they might go for the fog wall, but they might don't necessarily have to. Or if you're like in a giant open field in Elden Ring and this was like post wave dashing bloodhound step everything, you might not even really be able to catch someone very well depending on how much they're running away. I just want to point out, like, this one, like, all of these were super fun fights, but this one was just particularly cool because they're trying to lamp me off the ledge, and I gotta give it to them for trying. Like, that was absolutely a very valiant attempt. I guess also too, I lied, it's not just halberds, I have Fitzroy's sword in this invasion. Well, this one where I'm invaded. But the other cool thing about like the general solo invasions is like when someone invades you, but it's like not restricted from boss stuff, you can get like some rematches. And that's just really cool, and I think I like that. That's just a nice feature. I'm I'm just having fun, and I hope you guys are just enjoying the good fights and me chatting about the highlighting the fun mechanics I think are fun. So in combination, like with the smaller areas, the timer once you can get if you get the host into Umbral, and just especially with how the posture meter works, like Lords of the Fallen has really nice solo invasions. I think I almost like in terms of just like straight fights, I think Lords of the Fallen is a little bit I think because of the posture meter, I think Lords of the Fallen is a little bit more fun for just like the 1v1, like for our 1v1, if I exclude like crazy terrain from Elden Ring. Like I think like in terms of 1v2s, Elden Ring all the way. But it's just been so much fun because it's kind of like it it's kind of like a 2D fighter where if you can get the Grievous strike, you can just get so much damage, and generally one shot someone's health bar. Um, so it, yeah, just fun, really cool stuff. And I think as I'm recording this, I just finished up getting the build to level 110. I have no idea what the meta is, but I think that's probably a good spot for this one to just stop. I think with depending on all of the how like the settings, and as you can see here, like I just got taken out by the by the bell spear, but thankfully there's some rematches and stuff in this one. So like I said, like I got to invade this guy again. It was cool that versus Lionheart, I was able to fight them in their world as well as my world, and especially like you're not ever too far from um like a safety net of like grabbing your vigor back or anything. And also if you are depending on if you're like what I'd say, like if we assume like 100 to 125 is kind of like meta PvP for Lords of the Fallen, I don't think there's like a real invasion. Like it tries to get you close, but it's not like an invasion range like with Elden Ring. But if we call it the meta, like, you can get through New Game Plus Zero like very easily, and it's just like the invasions along the way that are really fun, because the game also has like a restart part, so you can restart from plus zero to like go collect stuff and not be super stressed about New Game Plus. And here, I promise I was just trying to check on the quest. I wasn't ganking. You can believe me or not, but you know that this guy, he he means business when he greets me with Aureus Judgment and when I try and wave at him. So it I get to deliver some business in return in this one. What's really funny is like they're with the Hushed Saint, like they're running poison for Hushed Saint's halberd. I think they probably have poison salts on it currently, but it's just really funny that we're using the same weapon, and also that they're just chasing me down with Aureus Judgment. Now here's their mistake. They stop and taunt rather than restoring their mana and casting more Aureus Judgment. Now you're like, Mithril, they're gonna miss a Grievous Strike later, and that's kind of like nah. Uh, you're like you're nitpicking to make yourself look more like the hero. Yes, I am, because this is my video. But yeah, they do miss the Grievous Strike, and if you look at their posture meter, this guy is about to have a very, very bad time. And I can return the business for laughing after killing me instead of sending more magic and magic spam my way. Regardless, GG, that was fun. And that is a side effect of solo invasions, where if someone is just going to check on a quest in a pretty much dead area, sometimes you just invade there and they get to be like a ganker heal for an invasion. And honestly, like, this is pretty cool. So I don't know, there's just a lot of fun stuff. Now I am unsure how this flail works, other than that it kills me really, really quickly. Well, I guess I know how it works. It's like a special attack, but I don't know whether or not they have to have like lamp meters, or if they can just like spam it, or if they're using like soulflate charge things to allow themselves to spam the special attack. But this thing absolutely is a very powerful ranged thing that can delete your health bar in combination with more Aureus Judgment. I am in trouble. But thankfully, patience and also understanding that I need to get away and try and get away, but also be able to return the aggression is a very important balance. Like, in terms of like all of the spam stuff, being able to turn it around is really important. And I think those have like increasing damage or something, because it seems like the tail end ones do a lot better. And also that like they didn't send out the projectiles, so that's why I'm just like confused in hindsight, because I'm not super familiar with some of the special attacks in Lords of the Fallen. But it's cool that they're in the game. And then poison wins the day. Poison and fire javelins. I hope you've been enjoying the invasions. I wish you happy hunting and have an amazing day. See ya.